moments with God.
Divine-human partnership. Psalms 119 verse 73 says, "Thy hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding, that I may learn thy commandments." The human organism is the handiwork of God. The organs employed in all the different functions of the body were made by him. The Lord gives us food and drink, that the wants of the body may be supplied. He has given the earth different properties adapted to the growth of food for his children. He gives the sunshine and the showers, the early and the latter rain. He forms the clouds and sends the dew. All these are his gifts. But all these blessings will not restore in us his moral image unless we cooperate with him, making painstaking efforts to know ourselves, to understand how to care for the delicate human machinery. Man must diligently help to keep himself in harmony with nature's laws. He who cooperates with God in the work of keeping this wonderful machinery in order, who consecrates all his power to God, seeking intelligently to obey the laws of nature, stands in his God-given manhood, and is recorded in the books of heaven as a man. God has given man land to be cultivated, but in order that the harvest may be reaped, there must be harmonious action between divine and human agencies. The plow and the other implements of labor must be used at the right time. The seed must be sown in its season. Man is not to fail of doing his part. If he is careless and negligent, his unfaithfulness testifies against him. The harvest is proportionate to the energy he has expended. So it is in spiritual things. There is to be a companionship, a divine relationship between the Son of God and the repentant sinner. We are made sons and daughters of God. As many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God. John 1:12. Christ provides the mercy and grace so abundantly given to all who believe in him. This reading was taken from the book In Heavenly Places, Divine-Human Partnership. The psalmist said, "Thy hands have made me and fashioned me." God created the human body. He created this universe. He created this marvelous world with many beautiful things that still surprise us, even though the world is degenerated and contaminated because of humans. God created the perfect human body. The organs and the different functions of the body were made by him. It's not a product of evolution or of fate. No, it is a product of God's plan. The Lord gives us nourishment. He gives us strength to satisfy the necessities of the body. He provides different properties of the earth that give growth and nourishment to the children of God. He also gave us a sun, which one enjoy at dawn, and the rain which when the earth makes it flourish. All these are gifts from God to the human race. God extends his blessings to each one of us. But these blessings won't restore his moral image unless we cooperate with him. The farmer prepares the soil, plants the seed, and anxiously waits for the seed to sprout. That sprout is the work of God. Likewise, there is a part that we need to do, and a part that God has to do. God desires that you do your part. He wants to give you grace and mercy for every day to overcome problems, to overcome difficulties, and to overcome temptations that Satan places in front of us. But there's a part that you need to do. Submit yourself to his yoke, that is easy and is light. God created the world marvelously. He gave us a body, and he will ask an account of how we took care of it. But God will also ask us to give an account of all our spiritual life as well. Think about it. Every day can be our last, and we must keep this in mind as we live it. Let us care for that which God has given us, and cultivate the fruits of the Spirit that he has put in our lives. Let us have that relationship with God, and let us spend moments with God, preparing ourselves for heavenly places. Visit www.biblewell.com